Hello everyone, my name is Casey Visser. I am the Artistic Director of Billings Studio Theatre. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to Spotlight on Arts and Culture, made possible by Billings cultural partners and of course our friends here at Community 7. Very excited today to be talking about two upcoming productions. We're lucky to have both of the show's directors with us, Jim McRae, Cayla, Braun. We'll get to them in just a minute, but first our BST news and notes. Tickets are now on sale for everyone for the comedy The Outsider, which we will discuss in depth on this episode. This runs from January 30th through February 8th. And just a quick note that the closing matinee on February 8th starts at 1 p.m. because of the Super Bowl. Tickets for the growing stage show Disney's Dare to Dream Jr. go on sale for everyone starting on January 20th. This show runs February 13th, 14th, and 15th, so just a 3-show run. Tickets can be acquired by calling the box office at 248-1141, or of course come in and visit. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 3, or go to our website, billingsstudiotheater.com, and that is open 24/7. And I'm really excited to announce this next item. Our annual fundraiser, A Night to Benefit BST, will be held this year on Friday, March 27th at the newly renovated Billings Hotel and Convention Center. The entertainment this year will be Dueling Pianos. It's a show brought to us by Denver Piano Shows. So it will be a great evening full of food, fun, and great music. More info is coming on that, including when tickets will go on sale, and that's all coming soon. Well, on to our guests. Thank you, Cayla and Jim, for coming. You two are veterans to Billings Studio Theater, but I thought we kind of back up a little bit. Jim, start with you. What do you like about theater? I think I've asked you this before, but what drew you to theater in general?
I would say that it's a chance to be out on stage for one thing.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'm a longtime introvert.
Sure.
And being up on stage, you can still kind of be an introvert, but you get to show off a little bit.
Right.
And I do enjoy that. And then since then, it's been, you know, you do one show and you're hooked.
Sure.
And then you're hanging out with friends
Right.
always.
Right.
And so.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, I think a lot of the public think actors are extroverts, right, to be a good actor. And most actors I've come in contact with are actually introverts.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they kind of express themselves. Cayla, how about you? What do you like about theater?
Kind of like to piggyback on what Jim said.
Yeah.
But for me, you get to be somebody different. Like
Right.
you get to put, like if you're having a bad day, you get to go to the theater and kind of leave it at the door and get to be somebody different for just a
Right.
few hours.
Try on that
Try on that different hat. And
Yeah, that's awesome. Jim, back to you. What was your first show at BST?
12 Angry Men,
And what year?
2005.
Wow.
And it was, you know, so the 12 jurors,
Right.
and I was the bailiff. I was just a mildly irritated bailiff.
Absolutely.
So, but it was working with 12 of the best actors in Billings, so I got an introduction that
Right.
could not be beat.
And you've done kind of one show at least a year, pretty much, since then.
Sometimes two.
Sometimes
yeah.
two, yeah. What was our first one together? Was it Cane Mutiny? Do you recall? Probably, right? Boy, that's a blast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you've been heavily involved since
Yes.
2005.
Yeah.
Kayla, how about you? What's your history with BST?
Well, I guess my first show was 1995.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Right.
I played one of the children, and yeah. And then then I was in Beauty and the Beast, and then took a really long break, and then became more involved like in 2017.
Right.
Came back.
She did a show in 2006 that was Joseph again.
Did,
Right.
yes.
So you've done
me.
Joseph
Yes,
twice.
Twice, and
Wow.
I was a wife that time. And when we did it last time, I really wanted to do it a third time to be a
I remember last
brother.
year you wanted to be a
I really
brother.
wanted to be a brother, but
Darn
to
it.
complete my trifecta, but
Oh my
I
gosh.
decided
So BST for both of you is a pretty huge
Oh,
part of your life,
yeah,
right?
like a second home, yeah.
yeah.
Fantastic. This one's hard, and I know it is. Jim, what are some of your favorite BST shows? either that you've been in or that you've seen, or is it just too hard to
Well,
pick?
I mean, that obviously, everything I've been in, I've really enjoyed.
Right.
But recently, I would say the last version of Joseph was great. But get to watch my wife,
Yes.
who was in it with us
Right.
in 2006, but she
Right.
got to replay that this year, and I ended up working backstage on
Right.
that stage
Right.
manager. I loved Tin Woman last year.
Oh, such a good show.
Yes, it was. And I wanted to be in that when it did not get cast,
Yeah.
which happens, but
It
I
does.
still loved the show. So, yeah, I could go on with, there has never been a show I've been disappointed with.
Good, good. Cayla, is it too hard to pick, or can you pick one or two?
I really enjoyed, this is kind of one that is kind of, I really loved Blood Brothers when we did Blood Brothers. For some
Oh.
reason, it's not the
Okay.
happiest show, but
Right.
I loved Blood Brothers.
Good.
I really enjoyed, for this year, I thought Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was so well done.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
think it really hit the nostalgic.
It did.
Like,
did.
it was done so well. There's so many. I loved being in Tin Woman last year. That
Right.
show was really important piece. I love Leading Ladies. That one was really
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Oh, ton of fun.
ton of
yeah.
fun
Yeah.
with the two playing women and going back and forth.
It's fun to ask because you ask different
Yeah.
people, you're gonna get different answers every time.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, I thought you said something great. You didn't get cast, and
Right.
you're a heck of an actor. It's happened to all of
Yeah.
us, right?
Yes.
So I think it's really important for people to realize you're not going to get every role
Yeah.
that you audition
Yeah.
for, and that's okay.
Well, and that's one of the questions we get quite often. So, what's the next show you're going to be in?
Right. I don't know.
I'm going to audition
I
for.
would like to. but-
Right. All right. So that's awesome. Now put on your directing hat. Jim, what attracted you to The Outsider? And again, we're not getting this confused with the musical. This is
Right.
a different
Right.
show. What attracted you to this project?
When I read the script, said you sent out the
Right.
list of what would I like to direct,
Right.
put in my my
Application.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'd read it but kind of skimmed it, so I knew the
Sure.
plot line. But
Sure.
as I started reading it, I think I was probably on page 5, and I started giggling.
Right.
It's just the kind of a show
It
that
is
the
great.
characters
Right.
are, they're very honest characters,
Right.
but they're just phenomenal, and they make you laugh.
Yeah. Good.
And then the fact that they are real people. I love directing real people.
Right.
Rather than, farces are fun
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. But those are so big and
yeah.
broad and yeah. Cayla, how about you? What attracted you to Dare to Dream?
Well, for me, I feel children's theater is very important, like getting the new
Yes,
generation
absolutely.
of actors to come up. And I've coordinated summer camp with Jim and
Yeah.
you for the last couple of years, and
Right.
I've really enjoyed it. So I was like, well, I think I should be able to do this if
Yes.
I can coordinate summer camp. But
Right.
for me, children's theater is very, very important because I
Yes.
think we're all a little weird.
Yeah.
And I think some
True.
kids, like, they don't really, if they don't feel like they have a place to fit in, I
Right.
feel like theater is a very good place to start because
Right.
everybody fits in.
Yep.
No, that's a great answer. And this is a big year for us for children's theater because we're doing two
shows.
growing stage shows.
Right.
We're just wrapping up Wind in the Willows, which was a non-musical, so it's pretty cool to give the musical kids kind of
Yes.
and we'll get into that. So Jim, spoiler-free synopsis, kind of a summary of The Outsider. How would you?
The main plot line in this is the governor has been removed from office for improprieties.
Sure.
He is not in the show, but the lieutenant governor has to take over. Lieutenant governor is a very capable, knowledgeable, but hates the spotlight. He wants to be down in the basement in his dark little room and
Right.
just let me work on budgets and
Policy,
and-
yeah.
yes, but he is forced into becoming the face of the government, and he's very, very reluctant. And then he has a couple of champions that are trying to drag him out, and he will have to face a special election
Right.
if he, doesn't perform or doesn't appear to be good. So
Right.
that's it. We got to keep his job.
Good. And how big is your cast?
I have a cast of 7.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, and we're kind of advertising it as a nonpartisan,
It's
political
very nonpartisan.
comedy.
Yes,
You know,
we-
kind of pokes fun at the system.
Yes.
You know.
I mean, we talk about budgets and we
Sure.
talk about,
Sure.
you know, things that happen in any government or should happen.
Right.
But yeah, there is no right or left or
Right.
you know.
Right.
So
And it is hilarious.
Yes, it
I've
is.
sat in on a few rehearsals, auditions. It is really funny. Yeah, so if you want a fun evening out, this
Yeah.
is a good one for
Yep.
you. Cayla, how about Dare to Dream, Disney's Dare to Dream?
Well, Dare to Dream is more of a jukebox musical.
Yeah.
So it is a bunch of Disney songs just mixed together with a bit of a script. And it's, so everybody is Disney Imagineers
Sure.
on their first day. And so
Sure.
Imagineers, they're coming up with the great rides or the ideas
Right.
of Disney. And it's kind of goes down to following your dreams.
Right.
Like whatever makes you happy, go
Right.
out and do that.
Right.
And if you're not sure what your dream is, that's okay because you will find out.
So what a great lesson for
Yeah.
kids. It's yeah. And it's kind of a musical review, as you said.
Oh,
So it's just great music.
Yes.
We'll get into songs here in a minute, but they have some really good songs in this thing. Yeah. So back to you, Jim. So, and I know you love all the characters, but are there certain characters that you're really attracted to as a director / person?
Louise.
Tell us a little bit about Louise.
Louise
Right.
is, well, can I remember the synopsis of Louise?
Right.
So when the governor leaves, the chief of staff is stuck having no staff because everybody had to leave.
Right.
So he hired two people. One of them is a pollster.
Right.
The other is a temporary receptionist who is one of the most likable, lovable people in the world and
Right.
completely inept.
Right.
But
But doesn't
she is
know it.
super confident.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
She's still a great employee, in her opinion. So she is really the one that you follow along. It's like, this is ridiculous, but yet it's still,
Right.
you know,
Right.
it's just
And,
her.
and played by Lynette Ryder. I don't know.
Lynette
we're gonna-
Ryder,
you
yes.
give everybody a shout out. But your cast is so cool because you have some veterans, but you also
Yes.
have some folks who are brand new
I have
to BST.
one person who, this is second show.
Right.
He was in Beer for Breakfast.
Sure.
And then I have two people who, one I guess did something in high school. Bo did a couple things
Sure,
in high school,
sure.
but hasn't done anything since.
Right.
And then Leslie has not been on a stage before.
That is so exciting.
And she
That's
is
so
doing
exciting.
awesome.
Good. So Cayla, for you, I mean, because they're all Imagineers.
Yes.
I guess for you, maybe is there a certain
Certain
song
songs,
or a certain
yeah.
number that you really enjoy?
I love Surface Pressure from
yes,
Encanto.
yes.
And then I just can't wait to be Keen. I don't know if anybody
Right.
saw Frozen, but one of the little
I bet they
Annas-
did. I bet
Charlie
they did.
Goodhart sings it, and if I could bottle that little girl up and
Yeah.
she's just
Now,
a ball of
do you
sunshine.
have some actors and actresses that are new to theater
Yes,
as well?
I have quite a few new to theater. They've done summer camp. They
Sure.
did summer camp with me, and then they came to auditions, which I was really happy to see.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, but I have someone who's never done theater before,
Wow.
and it's just exciting to help them hopefully gain their love of theater.
What a
like
magical-
If I can help that,
Yeah.
is, my job is done. Like if I can just help them find their love of theater,
And that's amazing.
goal.
You will always be their first
Yeah.
director. That is
and that's
so
kind of
cool.
a lot of pressure too.
Surface pressure.
Like,
back to the
surface
song.
pressure, it's like,
So there's music from Encanto,
yeah,
Frozen 2.
Frozen, also Let It Go. I
Yeah.
have to listen to that song again.
Right.
Lion King, Hunchback,
Hercules. Right?
Hercules, a little bit of Winnie the Pooh is in
Right.
there. So many songs. We even have Coco in there.
Sure.
Of course, Beauty and the Beast.
So folks who come are going to hear
Oh,
songs
yeah.
that they recognize.
Especially, yeah. Like parents my age will
Right.
recognize songs, and then their kids will recognize the Disney movies that they enjoy.
That's brilliant. Kind of leads me into my next question. Jim, why should audiences come to see The Outsider?
For the outsider, it really is just a night of entertainment. But
Right.
there's also, I mean, it's funny. It really is, and it stays funny.
Right.
And yet there's a couple of really wonderful scenes too, you know, where it's
Right.
just like the essence of government is brought out without,
Right.
again, not being preachy or
Right,
anything.
right,
It's just,
right.
you know, why do we want good people in office?
Kind of a celebration of democracy.
Yes, exactly.
Right,
And,
right.
and a lot of, I mean, that theme runs through this whole thing. It's a little bit,
Right.
But it's not a political movie. It's not a
Right.
movie about politics.
Right,
It's just a
right.
job.
Sure.
kind of, you know,
And do you know off the top of your head, when was this play written? Was it 2018?
Yeah, it was late 2010s. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, fairly. I mean, we do a lot of classical stuff
Right.
at BST. This is much more of a modern
Yes.
work,
Yeah.
right? Cayla, how about you? Why should folks come to see Dare to Dream?
With my show only being 3 performances, I know we're going to get a lot of parents and grandparents, and we all know why they're
Which is
there.
great.
Yes.
Right.
But if for people who don't have anybody in the show, I think it's just support theater and support young kids in
Yep.
the theater, and if they just really enjoy Disney,
Absolutely.
there's not a song. Yeah. you can
Well,
sing along.
and we mentioned this with Wind in the Willows. You know, these kids are the future of our theater,
Yeah.
and theater in general, right? So
support
you'll be
young
seeing these
actors.
faces a lot here,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your show opens on a Friday, and that's a 7:00 show.
7 o'clock, and then I have a Saturday matinee, which
At
is
2.
Yep, on Valentine's Day, and
Right.
then we're closing on Sunday, February 15th at 2 o'clock.
So Valentine's Day, you could make that as part of the Valentine's Day plan because you'll be.
Spend a little family Valentine's.
Yeah, but you still have the evening free. Good. And again, not to get too deep, but Jim, what would you think the overall theme of your show is? I guess we've kind of talked about it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's you know, for the lieutenant governor, he is capable
Right.
of, you know, he does have to open himself up to things, and it's a little journey to get there,
Right.
and with helpers along the way.
Right.
But and I guess that's the case for a couple of the characters, that
Sure.
they're finding their niche, if you will.
Right.
But yeah, the whole thing is done with humor, though.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
big part of this.
Well, and I like what you say. It's not preachy. It's not,
Right.
it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Kind of finding yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big themes. How about you, Cayla? For Dare to Dream, is it kind of like you said, believe in yourself?
Dream to dare, dare to dream. No.
Love it.
Kind of like what I've said. Go and follow. What makes you happy, what makes you tick. Go find
Right.
that. And there's one part where I have a character she's kind of upset that she doesn't know, because some of these characters are very sure what their dreams are.
Right.
And she's like, well, I don't know. I'm worried that
Right.
I don't have a dream right now. And it's
Right.
kind of like, it's okay, because you'll find that, and you'll find your dream, or
Well-
you'll have multiple dreams.
Right, and I think a lot of kids struggle with
Yeah.
that. Like I don't. We always ask them, "What do you want to do when
I
you
know,
grow
it's
up?"
that question, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I've said that to my children,
Right.
and I'm like, well, I had no idea what I wanted to be when I
Right.
was 13, or
When you really shouldn't.
No,
you should
you
try
shouldn't.
a bunch of
I'm still
different
trying
stuff.
to figure out what I want to be when I grow
Right.
up.
Right. No, so I mean, even though it's fun, it's
No.
upbeat, but there is kind of a
Yeah.
deeper message
It's just
there.
it's really just a good show, and
Yeah.
it does have a lot of heart for being such like a jukebox musical.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anything else you want to add about your shows before we do some fun stuff here? Funner stuff.
I would just say that it is definitely worth the time to come see The Outsider, because you will be entertained, I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm the same way. The kids that in my cast have worked so hard, and I would love for them to walk on that stage and see a full house.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Nothing is more magical than walking on a stage and seeing the house full of smiling faces watching you.
Oh yeah.
So
it
that
makes
is my
all
hope
that hard
for
work.
them.
Yeah.
And if it is not a full house, that everybody's there and they're
Right.
smiling and they leave saying, those kids did such a good job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Cayla, how long have you guys been rehearsing?
We auditioned early November, I think November 2nd.
Yeah.
And I only rehearse twice a day twice a week.
Whoa, that's hardcore.
Twice a week, just because it's such a busy time, and
Yeah.
I know that with families.
Right.
So I try to utilize as much time as I can. So we have been rehearsing twice a week since early November.
Right, but I just don't think the general public knows how much time goes into these, right?
And as directors, we're thinking about it constantly.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wake up in the middle of the
Yeah,
night. No,
thinking.
I got to do this. Jim, you've been at this 8 weeks, right?
We started, well, we auditioned before Thanksgiving, and
Right.
then we started in December.
Right.
But you know, when we knew working through the whole Christmas season and
Right.
that's pretty flexible. Although my cast has been great about, well, do you need any time off? No, let's just go. So
That's pretty cool because you said, hey, we can be kind of flexible in December, but they're
Yeah.
like, let's go.
and yeah,
That's
and
great.
and really December in this case was spent learning lines. You know, so
Right.
that they could. When we hit January, they were in really good shape.
That's where
and
the
I'm
fun starts. Yeah.
tickled to death where they are right now.
Yeah. And we're recording this January 14th, so you're about to
Yes.
move into the theater.
Yep, Sunday.
And then
we
once
will-
you
well,
close,
Monday.
you'll move in. We just get them kind of
Yeah.
stacked up
Back to
this
back.
time of year. Yeah, that's good. Okay, save the best for last. What is your dream role? Anything you could play, and it doesn't even have to be realistic. Is there a role that you've always?
I would, you know, you had sent these questions out earlier,
Sure.
and I'm thinking, what would I do? And of course, now I'm aging out of
That's all
many
right.
of these roles.
Sure.
that It would probably be an Arthur Miller.
Oh,
I mean, he has some phenomenal characters, and
Willie Loman, or
or you know, we well, about any of them have
Yeah. Oh.
such great characters in there that
Yes.
you have to really dig in to get a hold of that.
Yeah.
You do.
So yeah, if we ever throw that on, although like I know there's some age restrictions anymore.
Sure, no, but this question, there's no age restrictions.
Yeah, well,
So Arthur Miller, good. Cayla, any role that you've ever?
I'm at the age where I would love to play. My dream role is to be an ugly stepsister in Cinderella. I don't want to be Cinderella. That boat has sailed. But I want to be an ugly stepsister.
My
in
goodness,
Cinderella.
how long have you had this
Forever.
dream?
Forever. I've
Dare
never
to dream.
wanted to be Cinderella. I want to be the ugly stepsister in Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And for me, I've given this a lot of thought. You know, I've always loved King Arthur from Camelot.
Hell yeah.
And I'm aging out of it too, but you know, something like that, you know. So, you know, even though we all directed BST, we still are performers and have
Right.
these.
And I have no business being
Dreams.
in a musical, but
Whatever.
I really want to be
Whatever.
in a musical.
Whatever. So to wrap this up, The Outsider opens on January 30th,
Yes.
plays until February 8th. Tickets are on sale now for everybody. And then Dare to Dream opens February 13th. Only plays 3 performances, so make sure you catch it. Tickets go on sale for everybody January 20th. And those tickets are $15.
Yes.
The Outsider, 23, 21, kind of depends if you're a senior,
Yeah.
a student.
Seniors are
a
21
veteran,
and
yeah.
students and adults are 23.
Fantastic. And after that, we roll into Spelling Bee, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Then we have some great comedies coming up, and we close with 1776, which I am co-directing. Ooh, scary. So auditions will be coming up for all those shows. So pay attention to our Facebook and our website, etc. Anything else for the good of the order?
Just
Come see our shows. Come see them all.
Yeah, exactly. And we're so blessed. We've had such a successful season so
Yeah.
far. Please continue to
Yeah.
support us because we've
And,
got some great stuff.
other theater around town because when
Yes,
we don't have
absolutely,
shows, there's
absolutely, yeah.
I know there's other great shows happening if we don't have one. I know
Absolutely,
others
yeah. We got
playing
Nova,
somewhere
we
else.
got
True.
Backyard, we got
Backyard,
Rocky,
yeah.
we got Alberta Bear. Yeah,
Bear.
so see as much theater as you can.
But yes, go see
Yeah.
The Outsider.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, and that'll do it for this episode. Once again, thank you to Billings Cultural Partners and Community 7, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.